Thank you for joining us and welcome to this edition of The Overtime, Northern Arizona's only sports show. I'm your host, Sean Clark, and I'm joined by Cameron Richardson, aka The Rich Report. Cam, ready to discuss local sports?
Sean, I'm always ready to discuss sports. Let's get into it.
Absolutely. So let's jump right into talking about soccer. Cameron, the Flag High boys soccer team took on Arcadia in the quarterfinals last night. What happened?
Sadly, Sean, the Flagstaff Eagles just couldn't manage to get the revenge on Arcadia after falling 3-1 in their quarterfinal matchup last night. During the regular season, Arcadia defeated Flagstaff 3-2. The Eagles only lost 3 matches all season long, but 2 of those came against Arcadia. The Eagles will be in a rebuilding period next year as 13 of their players will be graduating. The team posted a 12-1 regular season record, won all 6 of their Grand Canyon region matches, and finished with a 7-0 record at home. Congratulations to the senior class on leading Flagstaff to the playoffs this season. It's too bad the Flagstaff boys cannot get the job done against Arcadia, but I am proud of their strong season and will be interested to see them rebuild.
Continuing on with the soccer discussion, Cameron, the Flagstaff girls soccer team is on a roll right now. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sean, if there's one thing I've learned about this Flagstaff girls soccer team, it is that they survive and advance. The Eagles have reached the semifinals of the 4A state championship after defeating both Gila Ridge and Saguaro in overtime. Against Gila Ridge last Saturday, it was freshman midfielder Lexi Taylor who came up clutch for the Eagles with both goals in the 2-1 victory. She scored in the 8th minute and the match-winning goal in the second overtime. On Tuesday, neither Flag nor Saguaro could score in the 20 minutes of extra time, so they went to a penalty kick shootout. With it being tied 4-4 in PKs, the Eagles would need a miss from Saguaro, and that's what they got, as Saguaro forward Maya Bella Signs would send one over the crossbar. Eagles midfielder Haley Schlunker would capitalize on that to put Flag up 5-4, and goalkeeper Leanna Albert would make the match-winning save to send the Eagles to the semifinals. Flagstaff will take on South Point Catholic on Saturday at 11 a.m. at Williamsfield High School in Gilbert.
Wow, Cam, this team should be nicknamed the Cardiac Eagles for their thrilling run of victories. Let's see if this run can continue. One thing I will add is that they could possibly play Prescott in the championship game, the only team that has beaten them in sectional play. Coconino boys went down to Phoenix for the first round of the playoffs. Cameron, how did that go for the Panthers?
Well, Sean, high school basketball playoffs are always a fun time of year. My younger brother is currently playing in a tournament out in Southern California, and his team has something in common with the Coconino Panthers this postseason. They are both losing. Unfortunately, the Panthers couldn't get it done in the Valley on Tuesday as they were dominated by Arcadia 62-41. It looked like we were in for a fun one after a 25-24 first quarter in favor of Arcadia. But Coconino would not just play slightly worse later on, they would fall off a cliff. Now, I checked the box score and had to keep adjusting my eyes to make sure it was real, and shockingly it was. The score of the second quarter was 2-0. That's right, 2-0 with Arcadia scoring the lone basket. After the first quarter, Coconino would only go on to score 18 points for the remainder of the game. They shot an abysmal 28% from the field, while Arcadia shot 48%. Coconino will lose 4 seniors as Anthon Watson, Preston Only, Andrew Anderson, and William McMiniman will graduate.
Finishing on the hardwood, Flagstaff girls basketball. They got a first-round bye and faced the Coconino Panthers in their first postseason game. Cameron, what happened in that game?
Well, Sean, as we'll find out later, the winter postseason has done nothing in favor for Coconino. That trend continued last night as the Panthers were swooped up by the Flagstaff Eagles in a 63-28 blowout of their first-round division for a playoff game. With Grazelines out with an injury, it was the freshman leading the way for the Eagles, specifically Grand Canyon Region Player of the Year, Maya Verse. First set a career high with 28 points. Yes, that is the same amount of points that Coconino had altogether. The Flag freshman combined for 42 of the Eagles' 63 points. Due to turnover after turnover after turnover, Flag would go on a 21-0 run, which exploded into a 34-4 run to put a bow on this game by halftime. Flagstaff not only advances to the quarterfinals of the 4A state tournament, but thanks to Rio Rico's upset over Greenway, Flagstaff will host Rio Rico on Saturday at 7 p.m. If you are in town this weekend, this is a game you are not going to want to miss.
Flag High girls coach Tyrone Johnson was happy to win last night's game against Coconino, but he was even more proud of his team for pushing through to make it to the quarterfinals with the home court advantage.
Anytime you can beat your crosstown rival is special, but you know, the thing for us is, especially during the regular season, it's important for us to get power points so we can position ourselves in a spot to where we can have home games come to playoffs.
With being able to have that advantage at 7,000 feet, Coach Johnson says it sounds easy, but it's not. Rio Rico and Flag High play similar styles, and the most important thing is keeping their offense contained.
They kind of mirror what we do. They like to press, they like to get after it, they like to shoot the three, they like to run, and so we have to be able to defend against that. We played them last year actually here, and so now we know that they're going to come and they're going to try and knock us off because they have another opportunity.
I am intrigued to see how they keep this momentum rolling throughout the playoffs. Coming up, we have an inside look at the NAU women's basketball wing JC Bailey and the Coconino Panthers and Flagstaff Eagles rivalry.